This is the hot seat. My name is Aaron. I got Brandon in the building.
Yeah.
And we got a special guest. You guys may remember him from the past podcast from last year. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. He's a little delusional. Cowgirls, Cowboys. You understand. We understand what team it is. We got Brian West in the building. What's up, Brian?
Yes, sir.
All right,
drop
Brian.
Facts again.
All right, Brian. So, listen, this is called the Hot Seat Podcast for a reason. You're going to be on the hot seat today because I got a lot of questions I got to ask to a diehard Cowboy fan like yourself. Today, we're going to be discussing, number one, Ezekiel Elliott situation. What are the Cowboys going to be with Ezekiel Elliott if he does return for the Cowboys? And what are the Cowboys going to be without Ezekiel Elliott? Now, Brian, can you please answer that question? What are the Cowboys going to be without Zeke? And what would Zeke add to the Cowboys if he was indeed there for the team?
Okay, first and foremost, Zeke will be playing by week 1. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
He will be playing.
We'll see.
If the Cowboys don't have Zeke, I think they're gonna struggle a little bit.
Oh, they're gonna struggle.
The last time we didn't have Zeke, we really had no passing game. We have somewhat of a passing game now.
I mean, you only got one receiver, and Amari Cooper.
Man, Michael Gallup is going to be a star very soon.
Michael Gallup,
the dude that torched the Redskins the first game they played.
Oh, really?
You got Alex Smith 2.0.
Really? Washington? Really?
Listen, and then when Zeke does come back, it's like y'all better pray he doesn't come back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, who's the head coach again?
Jason Garrett ain't calling plays.
Oh, yeah. Who's the quarterback again?
Dak,
Alex
man.
2.0.
Man, Dak is going to have 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I need you to I need to refresh my memory a little bit. So you said they are going to struggle without Zeke, right? Is that what you are implying?
Struggle, not like throw away the season.
Don't you have a Dak jersey at home? Weren't you one of those guys praising Dak in the past? How are they going to struggle if you have a guy like? What happened to the program, man? Why is this the case? You got Randall Cobb, you got Michael Gallup, you got Travis Frederick coming back. I mean, you got Amari Cooper, good defense. Why are they going to struggle? I mean, you got the first week, you got the Giants, you got the Washington Redskins, then you got the Dolphins. How are they going to struggle? You tell me they're going to struggle?
When you take a top 3 player from a team, they're obviously going to struggle.
Top 3 player on the team, right? Or top 3 player overall?
On the team.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
He's the top guy on the team, but it's whatever.
Look, man. I just feel like I think you're worried, man. It just sounds like you're worried.
Nope.
You're just worried. Yes, you are. You're worried because you realize that without Zeke, you guys are nothing. That's what you're worried about. Because Dak Prescott, there's a reason people don't look at Dak Prescott as that guy because he's not.
No, it's because he plays for the Cowboys.
Oh, stop it. No. Stop it.
No.
That's not the reason why.
Yes, it is.
At best, he's above average. He's an above average.
The reason why.
You can't win with that.
Come on now. Just stop. It's not because of. I mean, people hate the Cowboys, but people are going to give credit where it's due. People give credit to Zeke. They say Zeke is arguably one of the best running backs in the NFL.
He is the best running back in the NFL.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
I don't know. Ty Gurley and him.
His knee, he's out of here.
Listen. We talking about injury concerns, but I'm talking about in terms of productivity so far from last year. I gotta give the edge to Todd Gurley. But if Todd Gurley, if he's having knee issues, then you got me. Oh, and we're forgetting Le'Veon Bell. We can't just dismiss Le'Veon Bell. Are you kidding me? Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell hasn't played a full season in the NFL. He's gotten older, so we don't know. We really don't know how he's going to be.
But he sat out a year, got his body fresh. He's ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
He plays for the
He's a year
Jets.
older. He's a year older. They say he came to camp out of shape and all that. Like, you know, you don't know how he's going to be when he comes. Plus, he's going to play for a team like the New York Jets, which I just.
But look at Saquon. People be like, "Oh, Saquon gonna go crazy," but look what team he has. It's trash. I mean, it doesn't matter. Obviously, he could still get numbers. It's just his team's not gonna be good. I mean, sure.
I'm just saying. I mean, look, I just don't. I just don't think Le'Veon. I don't know if Le'Veon will be the same.
What
guy.
you mean?
Like,
He didn't get hurt. He's the same guy. He didn't get hurt.
He got a year.
Oh
older.
my God.
He hasn't played in the NFL for a year.
Wow.
He's not playing. He doesn't have as a good O line that the Steelers have.
Come on now. He
Like,
did not get hurt. He's fine. He's healthy. He's ready to go. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
and what I have to say about the Cowboys, look, I think it depends how long. The holdout is, because early on in the season, y'all really don't have any. Because looking at the schedule, y'all really don't have any tough opponents till Game 4.
Exactly.
Because you guys play the Cowboys, Redskins, and Dolphins.
The Cowboys play the Cowboys.
Play the Giants.
The Cowboys play the Giants. Redskins, Dolphins. Y'all don't have any competition
Exactly.
till like before.
Why are you worried?
That's when everything picks up. But I am worried because
Gotta play the Saints.
I just don't believe in Dak Prescott. At best, he's above average QB. He's just a game manager, really.
All right, so tell me the difference between Jared Goff and Dak Prescott.
Jared Goff could actually pass the ball deep. He could actually throw the ball deep. He could actually.
That is such a tired narrative. There is literally statistical data to prove that narrative wrong.
Hold up, remember?
They tell me the statistical data.
Dak Prescott is very accurate down the field.
He's dinking and dunking.
But how many times does he throw it, though? How many times does he throw it down the field?
That's not how the Cowboys' offense was ran last year.
Because if they run it through Dak, what's going to happen? Failure.
Because he's an above average QB. Like he's just a game manager.
Exactly. But I'm
the best player on their offense is Ezekiel Elliott.
I'm gonna say this.
So you take Dak off the team, they still win in 10 games?
Yeah.
What?
No, I don't know about that. You gotta have a good QB.
All they need is a game manager. That's all they need is.
All right, I'll say this: Nick Foles on the team, they win games. They win games. Nick Foles.
No, Nick Foles ain't making the plays Dak does on the ground.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Maybe in the playoffs.
You don't think?
But I'm gonna say this though. Back to your Goff argument. Remember that Chiefs game when Goff went off? He threw like 6 touchdowns. Don't you remember that game? Because I certainly do. Remember Minnesota when
the game
Goff,
where no defense was being played.
Remember Minnesota?
Oh,
Jared Goff went off against Minnesota. I think he had. Matter of fact, how many touchdowns? He had like 4 or 5 touchdowns again. So Dak is not.
Was Xavier Rhodes playing?
I think he was. Xavier Rhodes had a down year that year though. He had a down year. I'm not. But at the same time, Jared Goff, he can make plays that Dak can't make. Dak is not a guy that will give you 5, 6 touchdowns.
Because he doesn't need to
swing the ball like that. No, because the offense is designed for Zeke, and if they designed it for Dak, it's going to fail because he's not that guy. He's not that QB. He wasn't that QB in college, and he will not be that QB in the NFL. And if it so happens to be that way, I will be shocked if he does turn to be that guy. But I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Don't worry, he gonna show y'all this season.
All right, but speaking about that,
Brian, who do you predict's going to win the NFC East?
The Cowboys.
Hold on. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that pretty soon. Okay. I'm gonna transition because speaking about Dak, something happened a few days ago. Oh yeah, that's right. The top 100 list. You know, they pretty much released all the players, all the rankings, and there was some guy that wasn't on the list. Oh, Dak Prescott. He wasn't even on the top 100 list. How is that possible? Fourth Cousins made the list. Carson Wentz made the list.
Yeah, he did.
But Dak Prescott, that program didn't make the list. Brian, can you please explain how did this happen?
Well,
I think Amari Cooper made the list, didn't he?
When you just get hot in the middle of the season and just start beating teams after team after team, people start hating. You know what I mean? And there's no way Kirk Cousins is better than Dak. Like, that's how I know this is just rigged. There's animosity towards the Cowboys because Zeke was like 17th on the top 100. How is that possible? They had Alvin Kamara ahead of Zeke.
That's hilarious.
No disrespect,
But Alvin Kamara is a great running back. He's a great running back. He can catch the ball out the backfield, run routes like a receiver. But he is not a better player than Zeke.
Hold up, let's stay on Dak because listen, we already went with Zeke and everything. At least Zeke is on the list. This guy Dak not even on the list. This man, I'm looking at his stats right now. The dude had 22 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, didn't even crack 4,000 yards. I mean, the dude is a game manager. That's pretty much Alex Smith numbers.
That's
right
what
there.
I said.
He's Alex
That's
Smith. I've been said he's Alex Smith. He's just Alex Smith. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, he's not. Is he better than Kirk Cousins? Maybe. Yes, he might. I think. Ooh, I don't know.
He's definitely better than Kirk Cousins.
I would take Dak Prescott over Cousins.
Dak doesn't choke in the clutch.
At least I know with Prescott, he's not gonna show up in the moment like
he doesn't choke in the clutch.
No.
What did Dak do last year?
I mean, he chokes in the clutch, but it's not as frequently as a Kirk Cousins who has like.
Okay, I agree.
In the past,
yeah, because I call him Cousins for a reason.
There's moments where Dak Prescott may rise to the occasion, and he'll make one good throw in the game.
Regular season.
You have one playoff game where you have Aaron Donald, who is literally unstoppable, coming at you every play, trying to kill you.
Hold up. Let's not forget the Green Bay game.
The Cowboys have one of the best O-lines in the NFL.
Yes, they do, actually.
What did he just say?
That's my... How can you say that they have one of the best... You have one of the best O-line in
football,
don't you?
Top 5?
I can name probably 5 offensive lines that was better than the Cowboys last year.
All right, I will say this. You guys weren't good in the beginning of the year, but late, you guys were pretty damn good.
If you want to say that, whatever.
Yeah. You guys had a top 5 O-line. Don't act like your line still wasn't decent.
Dak got sacked like a million times, but let's not talk about that.
Now, just because Dak he may be clutch in the regular season. In the playoffs, I'm looking at against Green Bay. If I do not recall, the Cowboys I believe they could have went and scored a touchdown, but Dak couldn't move the ball really down the field. At the end, they had to kick a field goal, and guess what happened? Aaron Rodgers, bam, went down the field. He, I forgot his name, made that spectacular toe-tapping catch, and they kicked the field goal for the win. And Dak Prescott, he could have offset that. He could have made sure that didn't happen. But, like Dak Prescott, like game manager he is, it doesn't happen. And against, the Los Angeles Rams, the same thing. What happened? The dude could not produce. You know why? Because Ezekiel Elliott was getting stopped. And when Ezekiel Elliott is getting stopped, Dak is going to get stopped because Dak needs Zeke.
So we're not going to talk about how C.J. Anderson had like a career game against us?
Yes. He was phenomenal. And Todd Gurley, he was doing this thing. Both of them had 100 yards that game, which is definitely rare in this day and age. Actually, in any day and age, having 2 100-yard rushes in one game for one team. But at the same time, though, Dak still could have done. They were there's still enough plays that he left on the table that he could have, had back and maybe won the game. I mean, he didn't produce like he was supposed to. And it's understandable because he's a game manager. This is why he's not on the top 100 list, because he's not that guy. He's not a guy that can lead you, that you can put on your back and say, lead us to the promised land. Come on, Dak. No, because Zeke is the guy. Zeke is the reason why the Cowboys, Zeke literally holds their fate in the palm of their hands. And I'm just confused because you got this guy, Dak Prescott. You say he's the program. You say he's this and that. But you're worried that the Cowboys will struggle in the regular season without Zeke. But you got the Redskins, you have the Giants and the Dolphins that you got to worry about. Come on now.
Hold on. Tell me the last Super Bowl team that won with a mediocre running back.
Shoot, the Patriots in the past. Who else? A lot of teams, man. There's been a lot of teams. Well, what do you mean, like an average running back, or
like a player around Alfred Morris's skill set?
I probably say the Patriots.
I mean, I think back when Pittsburgh, before when Big Ben, and I would say after Jerome Bettis retired. I mean, they won that 1 year. I don't recall.
Yeah, because Big Ben played out of his mind. Dak is not playing.
What about when the Giants?
Oh, because he can't carry a team.
When the Giants won the Super Bowl.
No, that's because that's not what his job is in the offense.
Oh, really? Because he's not that guy. If he was that guy, they would give him the keys to the franchise, man. But he can't do it. He's just not that guy. Just admit it.
I never said he was that guy.
Oh, but you call him the program like he really nice or something. Like he's okay. Like he'll win some games. No, he didn't. He'll win some games.
That's all he needs to do.
So you're just satisfied with winning games and then getting knocked out in the first.
No, he needs to. We need to go all the way.
So when you guys pay him $30 million. How you gonna feel? How you gonna feel about that?
I mean, there's really no quarterbacks to get.
Oh, really?
Like,
I mean, you guys
could have.
I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the league. You never know. You could trade up, maybe get a high pick, maybe try to get 2 next year. You never know. I'm just saying, like.
No.
Dak Prescott will not
holds
win
all the leverage.
Dak will not win a Super Bowl.
A lot of quarterbacks don't win a Super Bowl.
But I'm just saying, you act like Dak Prescott is that guy, like he's good or something. I mean, he's okay.
He is good.
He's good. All right. Where you rank Dak? Where you rank Dak in terms of the QBs in the NFL?
I'd say he's around the 15 range.
15th range. So who will be the QBs that are above him?
All the elite QBs. Russ, Mahomes, Brady, Rodgers, Breeze. I feel like I'm.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan.
Cam Newton.
Yep.
Who else? I'm trying to think. Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Ben. Big Ben. I agree. Who else?
Carson Wentz.
What? You put Carson Wentz? What? Wow, that's crazy. Phillip Rivers.
Yep, Phillip
Rivers is definitely
Andrew
a guy.
Luck.
Andrew Luck. Yeah, can't forget about Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Dak is just a tier 3 QB in my opinion.
I can't think of anybody else after that, really. I have to look at the top 100. Hell no, nah. He hasn't proven himself. He hasn't proven himself yet.
I still take Garoppolo over Dak.
I would take. I don't know. I don't know yet. I have to see more from him. Even though I liked him even though before he got injured, I really liked him. I'm still having questions about him because that injury, and then he wasn't very impressive when he was, starting on the setting for the 49ers the second season. So I have to see more from Garoppolo. But yeah, those are pretty much the
Deshaun
quarterbacks.
Watson.
Oh yeah, Deshaun Watson. I forget. I keep forgetting Deshaun Watson.
So you think it's like probably he's like at the lower end of the starting QBs in the NFL.
Ooh, I would say he's in the middle, man. He's about in the middle. He's in the middle of the pack. That's where he is. That's who he is. He's
I mean,
middle of the pack guy.
You name most of the NFL teams above him. So
There's 30. There's like 30.
That's like 32.
And we named like 13.
So he's about 14, 15. That's about right. That's about right. He's the middle of the pack. That's him. He's a game manager. He's a game manager who's good on third down. That's who he is. But let's transition to NFL predictions. Okay, so who do you guys have in each division winning? Who's going to win each division? Brian.
Okay.
For let's start with the NFC East, of course.
Okay. NFC East. I have, of course, the Cowboys winning the division.
Wait. See, now you're confusing me because you're worried that you guys will struggle without Zeke, but you still believe that the Cowboys win a division.
Zeke will be back by game 1. I told you.
Are you
this.
sure?
Yes.
Why will he be back?
It depends. They said the same thing about Le'Veon Bell. He held out the whole season, so we don't know.
Le'Veon Bell different.
Why will he be back?
Because Zeke needs to understand. You have 2 years on your contract left.
So
plus you've had suspensions in the past.
I want my money.
I know, yeah, he deserves to get paid, but he has to realize that this is a team sport. You need to get yours, but you cutting in front of like 3 other dudes.
Who cares, man? This is me. Forget the other dudes. Forget the other dudes. All right, but you know what? Just keep going.
All right, NFC North. I have Chicago winning again.
Chicago.
NFC South. Yeah.
All right, keep going. Just keep going.
This NFC South, I got the Saints winning again. Are you kidding?
Okay.
And then NFC West, I got the Rams again.
The Rams. Okay, that makes sense.
And in the AFC, we got the Chiefs winning.
The Chiefs.
Hold on. Let's see. Where's the rest of it? Okay, the AFC East. Mm-hmm. We got the Patriots winning AFC East.
That's a no-brainer right there. That's automatic.
Now, NFC North is where it gets interesting. Guaranteed. Because we have 3 teams that can compete for first place. But I'm putting my money on the Steelers.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
That's a hot take right there.
Yeah, it really is.
That's a big hot take. So you believe in Big Ben.
Yeah.
You believe in Mike Tomlin. All right.
AFC South.
Oh, that's the interesting one.
Colts. I got Colts.
Nah, I don't. Yeah.
If the Texans don't give Jadeveon Clowney his money, forget about it.
What about the Jacksonville Jaguars?
The who?
They finally got their QB.
Oh,
he said the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, really? Come on.
Maybe a wild card team at best.
The Foles outplayed Tom Brady. So
let's stop.
Let's cut it out. All right, Chiefs. The Chiefs. Okay. Since Tyreek Hill will be coming back and playing, I got them winning the division.
All right.
And that's it for the AFC teams.
Right. I think is that because you have the East, you have the North, you have.
Hold on, my phone was acting up real quick. Hold up.
All right, so I'm gonna just while Brandon is doing whatever he's doing, I'm gonna go. So here's my predictions. All right, so for the NFC East, Brandon, you still there?
Oh, it's my turn to give my team?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I can hear you. All right, we good. All right, so I'm gonna go. All right, so NFC East, I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
What?
You already know.
The
Yeah,
team with
yeah.
the quarterback that can't play a foot. Never mind. We ain't gonna get him.
Hold up, but hold up, but you said he's better than Dak Prescott. I'm confused.
Talent wise, yes. Health wise,
I'm so
heck no.
confused. Okay. All right, well, we can discuss that another day. All right, so NFC East, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. NFC North, I gotta pick my man Aaron Rodgers all day, every day. There's no question about it. And then we have the NFC South. Of course, I gotta pick the Saints because the Saints, what do they call themselves? Who Dat Nation or something like that? I think that's what they call themselves.
Shoot, they look like the Aints against the Cowboys. But that's another discussion.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, whatever. They still made it to the championship game, which you guys haven't been in since you guys won the Super Bowl in like '95. I think that was a long time ago. By the way.
Look, you would have been to the Super Bowl if we didn't lose to the referees, but we keep going. Keep going.
All right.
We lost to the referees.
All right, listen, y'all still sick over there. You just got to get over it, man. It's over. Like, it's a new season. But that's a different story for another day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a different story for another day. I don't want to go down that road again. So, yes, I have the Saints. And then for I think it's the West, I have, of course, the Rams. And am I forgetting a division? I forgot. I might be forgetting a division.
Did you say the NFC North?
Yeah, I said the NFC. I said the East.
I think you said
that's
the Saints,
it.
Packers, Eagles, and the Rams.
Yeah, so that's all right. AFC. All right, so AFC East easily is going to be the Patriots. It's going to be a cakewalk for them. And then I have the North. For the North, I have the Steelers because the continuity, Big Ben having experience, Mike Tomlin having experience. I like Juju. I like James Conner. I like the defense for the Steelers. They've improved over the years, which is kind of weird because they've just been, since the Steel Curtain, they've been just terrible, and it's pretty much been offense more than defense. But now it's balance. It's balance more than anything. So I'm gonna go with So AFC South, I'm gonna go with the Colts because I like the Colts roster. They just overall they just have a better team than the Texans. The Texans have no O-line. Their running back, Lamar Miller, is okay, but he's getting up there in age. Deshaun Watson, I like Deshaun Watson, but he has a lot. He has a lot that he has to overcome. So I gotta go with the Colts, especially with the coaching. So then I'm gonna go with the Chiefs in their division because Patrick Mahomes, man. Patrick Mahomes, he's that guy. He's that dude, bro.
Over the Chargers?
He's that dude. I don't trust the Chargers, man. I don't trust their intangibles. They don't have the intangibles. The Chargers, it seems like the Chiefs have the Chargers numbers most of the time. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on that one. And yeah, that's my predictions.
What do you think the Cleveland Browns will finish?
They will finish. They'll be a wild card team. But I don't think they're going to win the division because, number one, they're one of the youngest teams in football, and it's just so many personalities, so many guys that are unproven. So, and the head coach, he's never been an assistant coach. Last year was his first time being a head coach. Matter of fact, an assistant coach, and he was an interim assistant coach. He wasn't even the main assistant coach guy. So this is just to thrust them into that position with all those personalities, with guys that are still trying to prove themselves, that aren't experienced, that don't know how to win.
I think that's probably like I think when you have a leader like Baker Mayfield, I think he'd be really. Because you hear all the time when people talk about his leadership and just how special he is as a person. You don't think like that? You don't think he'll just like? I
said wild card.
Summon them all together.
I said wild card. So that could mean 11 games. That could mean 10, 11 games. But I just think overall, I like the Steelers. I just think the Steelers will get more division wins over the Browns because I think the Browns they'll lose to probably Baltimore. They might lose to Baltimore maybe once or twice, and I think the Steelers are going to get one game from them. And I think the Steelers I think they'll probably sweep Baltimore, even though it's a rivalry. But I just feel like the Steelers, they match up well with Baltimore, and that will be the reason why they probably win the division because they have more division wins. So, yeah, those are my predictions.
You don't think losing Antonio Brown would be a hit?
No, because at the end of the day, wide receivers and running backs, Antonio Brown is a great player, but wide receivers and running backs are more of the icing of an offense. They're not the guys that you totally need, like you really depend on.
I mean, you look at Odell Beckham, the Giants. The Giants depended on him.
I mean, who else did they really have?
But think about this. Think about this, though. Have always had replaced, great receivers with other great receivers. Like, look, when they let go of Mike Wallace, guess who they had coming in? Antonio Brown. And, Santonio Holmes. They let go of him. They had Mike Wallace. Let go of Mike Wallace. They had Antonio Brown. And guess what? And Martavius Bryant. But, exactly. Hines Ward. Now you have Juju.
They're really good at
Isaiah Washington.
They draft.
I think that's his name.
They draft the guy from a year ago from Oklahoma State. James Washington. He's pretty good. And then you still have two really good tight ends on the team. You have James Conner. I mean, a good old line. They're solid, and you still have Big Ben and Mike Tomlin. So they'll be fine. I think they'll still be really good. I just think overall it's a culture thing. It's a culture shift that needs to happen for the Steelers. And having Antonio Brown out of that locker room and Le'Veon Bell, I believe, even though Big Ben can be condescending, he can be a bit of a jerk sometimes. At the end of the day, I think it will motivate him and it will bring out the best in Big Ben.
He's just a terrible leader. He's just a terrible leader, to be honest.
Well, I'll give you an example. People have said in the past when Kobe Bryant was with Shaq that Kobe Bryant wasn't the best leader. But once Shaq left and people were, criticizing him and everybody was turning on Kobe, that's when Kobe kind of came to the realization that, hey, I need to trust my teammates. I have to, be a little bit more of a leader, try to
that was different though.
Take things, be accountable of myself. So I think overall, Big Ben will learn that. Matter of fact, I think he's already learned that, and he will use those tools for this upcoming season.
Okay, time to give my predictions. But to say about Big Ben, I mean, he's always been like that. I don't expect him to change. I just don't expect.
Okay.
Because he's always been this guy. If we would have had Le'Veon, we wouldn't be. It's like he's been in the league for how many years?
He's been a phenomenal QB. He's been phenomenal.
You could be a phenomenal QB and be a terrible leader. I just don't.
I
just think he's a terrible leader for that team. But
I think you. Okay, well, just give your predictions.
All the time talked about it. Antonio Brown talked about it.
But they still won. They still won, though.
They had a great defense for the most of the time.
But after that, they were still winning games.
For all his Super Bowls, they had a great defense.
Absolutely, but I'm just saying in terms of winning games, they still win games. It's not like they were – his worst record as a starter was 8-8. Think about that.
All right.
That's pretty damn good.
All right, let me get to my predictions.
All right, go ahead, man.
NFC East, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. The thing about the Philadelphia Eagles is I think they go as far as Carson Wentz stays healthy. If Carson Wentz can stay healthy and our O-line can finally protect him, they can make a deep playoff run, in my opinion. They have a chance to make a deep playoff run. I think Chicago Bears, of course, going to win the NFC North. The NFC South,
wow.
New Orleans. You already know New Orleans Saints. We're going to go to the Super Bowl again next year. You know what? We just had to beat the best team in the NFL in referees, man. They're undefeated.
Okay.
Referees are undefeated.
So you're not concerned about Drew Brees' age and him kind of declining a little bit because on the tail end of the season he was looking kind of old.
Who was the number two best player? Who was the number two best player in the top 100? Drew Brees.
Okay, but
wasn't he over Tom Brady?
But wait a minute. Wait,
you know what happened?
wait
You know what
a
happened?
minute.
Ted Ginn Jr. got injured.
So you're
So
saying, are you
our
saying,
wide receiving core wasn't up to par. You know, our wide receiving core, it was like our wide receiving core wasn't like that. It was Michael Thomas or bust. But now, we made some offseason moves. We got a tight end. We got him another target.
got rid of Mark Ingram though?
We got Latavius Murray to replace him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
We got Latavius Murray to replace him. So
all right, but Max Unger, your center, the Pro Bowl All Pro center, he retired. So
and we got another
that's
center in
bad.
free agency. I think I forgot where he played for, but we got another one in free agency.
You got another center, but we don't know if he's good though.
I think he played for I want to say he played for the Patriots, but
David Andrews.
I'm not.
Hold
up, because I know we signed another center. And we have a great defense, though.
Well,
I will say, I think I'm not gonna say. Yeah, we got Nick Easton.
Oh, never heard of
him.
him.
I don't even know who that is. Yeah, he's probably garbage. Your center.
The Cowboys was okay without Travis Frederick.
I mean,
at the tail end of the season, yeah, you guys were pretty good, but it's still a big loss to lose your All-Pro.
I think we have probably one of the best. We probably have one of the best running back tandems in the league, and I think they could suffice without it.
Okay. All right.
NFL in the NFC West, I got Los Angeles Rams. I think man. It's too much talent on that team for them not to
win. I agree.
All right. Of course, the AFC East. You got the Patriots.
Patriots. It's not even a question.
NFC North. This is a tough division.
AFC North.
Have three teams who can really do it. In the Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland Browns. This is a tough one. I don't know.
You don't know.
For this one, Baltimore won it last season. I don't know, because Baltimore won it last season.
They lost a lot of defensive players.
Yeah, exactly. And Lamar, we don't know how good Lamar Jackson's going to be.
All right. You know what? I'm just saying with a safe bet. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh also.
Oh, come on!
I just don't believe in big men.
Whoa! Weren't you asking me questions about Baker Mayfield not too long ago? It sounded like you were on the Baker Mayfield bandwagon. I love Baker Mayfield. Y'all already know.
I think Baker Mayfield, but the problem with them is I just don't know yet because there's so many personalities. I mean, I think they're probably one of the most talented teams in the NFL by far offensively.
Oh, for sure.
Because you know what people aren't even talking about? They have Kareem Hunt on their team.
Now they talking about him. They just
they're not. They have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. That's a great tandem.
Yeah,
and they have Duke Johnson. So you have
that's a great NFL tandem.
Got a lot of versatility on that.
They have such a great offense. My question is, can their defense get stops? Can their defense really suffice? And can those guys come together offensively? Because what I'm more interested in is what's going to happen when Odell Beckham doesn't get the targets that he usually gets at the Giants.
Well, I look at it like this. I remember, even though it's college, I remember when Baker Mayfield was in Oklahoma, they had Hollywood Brown and they had CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is pretty damn good. He's probably going to be a first-round pick this coming year, and they both still got numbers. So Jarvis and he had an All-American tight end. So, I mean, he can spread the ball around and everybody, I believe, can still eat because he had all that talent on offense. He had a phenomenal running back. He had It's actually kind of similar to Cleveland in a way because if you look at Oklahoma, you had Nixon. What was his name? Nixon or something like that. I forgot it. He plays for the Bengals.
Mixon.
And then you had Joe Mixon, and then you had another. Oklahoma, they always have good running backs, so you kind of switch. You play running back by committee most of the time, but they're still all phenomenal. Then you had CeeDee Lamb, you had Hollywood Brown, and then you had Mark Andrews, and then a good O-line. It's kind of reminiscent to the Browns right now. So he's used to this kind of thing. But I just think overall, like you said, what I've been saying in the past is that it's all new parts and the personalities and egos. Will it all fit? And I don't know. And the biggest question is the head coach. That's the biggest question.
That's the biggest question. So it's like I just don't know about that team. AFC South, I like the Colts. The thing about it is Andrew Luck is hurt, isn't he?
Well, it's a calf strain. I mean, it's a calf strain. It's nothing crazy, man.
I just wonder. You know what? I got the Indianapolis Colts. For the AFC West, I got the Kansas City Chargers. My Super Bowl
Kansas City Chargers.
Kansas
City Chiefs.
My Super Bowl prediction is what it should have been last season in the Saints. And
who's it gonna be?
Huh?
It's gonna be the Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, man. Brian, what's your Super Bowl prediction, man?
All right.
You should have made
as a homer, I'm gonna say the Cowboys and the Chiefs.
Oh my!
But as a
God.
Non-biased person, I'm gonna say the Saints and the Chiefs.
The Saints and the Chiefs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Who do you see? Who do you have? I'm gonna see who you
at this moment, I just think it sounds like you guys are just copying each other. It just sounds like you guys are just mimicking each other. Your division predictions, and
great minds think
your Super Bowl predictions.
Great minds think alike.
I think I don't know about you guys. I feel like delusional minds think alike. But let me get to my predictions.
Who do you have? I want to hear who you have.
First of all, I don't know.
Who's your pick?
Tough. I can't bet against the Patriots, man. I can't bet against Tom Brady.
Look, the Patriots shouldn't even made the Super Bowl last season. The Kansas City
and also this may be a little funny and this may be a little trollish, but who's on the Madden cover this year, man?
Oh my goodness.
Who is on the Madden cover? It's Patrick Mahomes, so he already has a disadvantage right there. So I gotta go with the Patriots. I just can't bet against New England. I can't bet against Bill Belichick.
You can't bet against.
They're just consistent every year.
Okay, keep going.
Whatever you want to say about it. All right, so I have the Patriots, and then the NFC. I thought a lot about this. I'm not gonna lie. Before the Zeke drama, I was like, man, could the Cowboys surprise some people and make the Super Bowl?
Now you just told me.
But then I realized, I was like, but the head coach is Jason Garrett, and the QB is Dak Prescott. Why am I going to pick the Cowboys? That's silly of me. Then I was thinking, okay, the Los Angeles Rams. But then the Los Angeles Rams don't have no depth. And then Jared Goff, can I trust Jared Goff? And then Todd Gurley's knees, I'm like, I don't know. And then I went down to the Packers. I'm like, okay, this bad man Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? He coming back fully healthy. He got a new squad, got a new head coach. But then he got friction with the head coach already. Like, am I going to be able to audible or not? Like, that's kind of, so I'm like, okay, I don't know about that one. And then I go to the Saints, and I'm like, man, the Saints, I might gotta pick the Saints. Saints, they got Drew Brees coming back. He's still really good. Got Kamara, you got Michael Thomas.
Why you
got
trying to do that?
Jared.
Why you trying to jinx us, Aaron?
You got Jared Cook. But then I was like, man, you lose to Minnesota on that crazy play. You lose to the Rams at home with the stadium being
No,
all
the refs
loud, with
beat us. We
everybody
didn't
going
lose.
crazy.
The refs beat us.
They couldn't
We
even
didn't
hear
lose.
each
We
other.
lost to the refs.
And you lose on that controversial play. And then
I give
also
it. We wasn't as fiery as we normally are, but you still got to
Drew Brees is not getting.
say the facts.
Drew Brees is not getting any younger, and he didn't play as well as he did in the beginning of the year.
What's your pick?
So the safest bet for me, honestly, I gotta go with the Super Bowl rematch of 2017, and that's the Patriots versus the Eagles. I gotta go with those two teams. That's the safest bet because
that's all you had to say. You said every other team except the Eagles. All you had to say was the Patriots versus the Eagles.
Number one,
we need a whole monologue, man.
Number one, I gotta pick the Eagles because they have an experienced coach. They have a coach that knows how to win. That's won the big thing. He's won the Super Bowl without the best quarterback on the team. And then you got Carson Wentz coming back, who's 100%.
Never been in the playoffs, has he? Has Carson Wentz ever played in the playoffs?
Not a single snap.
But let me ask you.
So you got an inexperienced QB in the playoffs, and you have
If Carson Wentz was healthy that year, if Carson Wentz was healthy that year when he was the MVP candidate and he was lighting the world on fire, do you think the Eagles would have lost?
Yes. Either the Patriots or the Vikings.
So you think Case Keenum would have beat Carson Wentz?
It's a possibility.
Dude, that was probably Carson Wentz. I think it was 12 games. He had like 33 touchdowns, like almost 4,000.
The playoffs in the regular season are completely different things.
So you think Carson Wentz couldn't have done what Nick Foles did?
The reason why the Eagles won is because they had Nick Foles and they had to do something different. No one's seen Nick Foles for real. Like, how can you? That's was game planning for the Eagles the whole season with Carson Wentz. Then he gets hurt for the season. Then you bring Nick Foles in, and you don't know what they're going to do.
That's ridiculous. A healthy Carson Wentz is way better than Nick Foles. Way better than Nick Foles. I'm picking the Eagles because they've upgraded in the receiving core. They still have Zach Ertz. They still have Alshon.
My question is, who they protect them?
You bring in D-Jax. You bring in Jordan Howard.
D-Jax is old.
You still have a good O-line, top 5 O-line. And you bring back your quarterback who's better than Nick Foles, by the way, who's actually healthy now.
My question is, can he stay healthy during the season?
That's the question.
Can he stay healthy after game 12? Can he stay healthy throughout the whole season?
We could say that about a lot of teams. Can they stay healthy?
No.
There are a lot of question marks.
No.
Football, any player can get hurt at any time.
But it's a reoccurring thing.
But he gets hurt every year. It seems like every year. Like for the past 2 seasons to miss.
It was the past.
Yes,
it was the past 2 seasons. Yes, he did get hurt. But if we're just talking about, forget about injuries, put injuries aside, the Eagles will go to the Super Bowl, and I believe the Patriots will go to the Super Bowl. And what's going to happen is, who's going to win the Super Bowl? I gotta go with the Patriots. I gotta go with the Patriots because I believe the Patriots will get their revenge on Philly because I don't think any team will beat Bill Belichick twice. So Super Bowl rematch, Patriots Eagles.
You didn't say that about Giants, so keep going.
Oh, listen. That was a difference.
Keep going.
That was a difference. I mean, 2 of the luckiest passes we've ever. Well, I wouldn't say lucky, but 2 of the craziest passes ever seen. Crazy throws. Eli Manning to Manningham and Eli Manning to David Tyree. Like those are the 2 craziest passes I've ever seen in a Super Bowl. So I don't think that's going to happen again. But
keep going.
But yeah, overall, I just think Philly and the Patriots are the 2 safest bets. I believe Philly has the least amount of flaws You could say Carson Wentz all you want, but I think he's going to be fine this year. I believe he's going to be, I would say, more disciplined in the pocket. He's not going to put himself in harm's way as he did in the past. So I feel confident that the Eagles will definitely make it out. Now, do I want the Eagles to make it out? Hell no, I don't like the Eagles. I despise the Eagles, just like the Cowboys. But that's just who I think.
You're forgetting the Eagles have an average defense.
Eagles have an average defense. They were beat up last year. Who
do they have besides Fletcher Cox and Malcolm Jenkins?
Isn't Brandon Graham on there?
They have a great
Ronald Darby. Ronald Darby's pretty good. Malcolm Jenkins. Ronald Darby is pretty good. Malcolm Jenkins. Then you have.
You better not say Jalen.
What's the? No, I'm not gonna say it. It's another pass rusher they have. I forgot his name. They drafted him like
the
2-3 years ago.
They only have a deal. I mean, they only have a deal.
Oh, they got Gerald McCoy.
Oh yeah, they did.
They bring in Gerald. You bring in Gerald McCoy and they have that other pass rusher. I forgot his name. We drafted him a few years ago, but he's pretty damn good too.
What about the guy from the Seahawks?
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. I think he's with the Patriots now.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Patriots.
This may sound crazy to y'all, but I'm more worried about the Redskins than the Eagles.
Yeah. First of all,
Redskins have a better.
Redskins had a great draft.
Are you crazy? You're crazy.
Only thing I'm not worried about is the quarterback situation. But when you look at the defense, it's like, okay, someone could get messed up.
Bro, what defense?
Y'all drafted Montez.
You guys had a great defense.
Y'all got Landon Collins. Y'all still have mediocre Norman. Y'all have Jonathan Allen still. Zach Brown, I think.
Zach Brown, I think we got rid of him. He might be with the Eagles. I think he went to the Eagles.
I think I would have remembered that. But
we got rid of him, bro.
We
got rid of him, bro.
Then y'all just got I think what's the new name from the 49ers?
I don't know.
Linebacker.
The linebacker. I don't know. I forgot his name.
How you a Redskin? My goodness.
Because I don't care anymore. And Zach Brown is on the Eagles. So damn. Zach Brown is on the Eagles. So damn, that's crazy.
Still have Ryan Kerrigan.
We have Ryan Kerrigan, and
you guys have a defense.
Bro, we're not good, man. We're not going to be good. No, we're not good, man. We're just not good.
Y'all could have made the playoffs, honestly.
We don't have no depth, man.
Y'all have AP. We
don't have no depth.
Geis.
Yeah, Geis is coming back also.
Really? That's who you guys are making, bro. We're not going to be good. We're going to be like 6-10, like 7-9. Like
I think
that's not good. Hell no, we're not going to even be that good. We're going to be trash. I don't know why you're worried about I don't know why you're worried about my team. We're not going to be good. That's going to be easy W. Y'all going to sweep us again.
We're sweeping the whole division.
I don't know about that. Philly going to get y'all.
We'll see.
Philly going to get y'all. They got Zach Brown.
We have Jalen Smith and LVE, who is way better than them.
Okay, but then you got Gerald McCoy. They have Fletcher Cox, Malcolm Jenkins, Ronald Darby. Come on, man.
Ronald Darby is like, he's good, but he's not better than any DB on the Cowboys.
Oh, stop it. All right, I'll give you Byron Jones, but that's it.
Either.
Awuzie.
Only reason Awuzie was looked like he was bad because they literally had to throw it to him. Byron Jones was not allowing anything. We saw what he did to Michael Thomas.
Oh my God. Drew Brees, like I said, Drew Brees he's getting up there in the age, man. He's not the same guy. Oh, yeah, and then the Eagles got good running back depth, too. They got Corey Clement. And, man, come on now, man. They got good running back depth. They bring back Darren Sproles.
Okay. Maybe like 2-3 years ago, that would have been scary. Ooh, MVP.
Who I have for? Ooh, you could go, Brian. You go with MVP.
I would go with my man. I'm going Aaron Donald for MVP.
Aaron Donald,
Yes.
a D tackle?
He's more like an
MVP?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, the Philadelphia Eagles also have Malik Jackson.
Goodness.
I forgot about
they run
that.
4-3?
So good Lord. I don't know, but damn, that's pretty down.
Yeah, they got a great deal on.
And they have
and you got the Patriots beating them.
Timmy Jerrigan. Yeah, because I just think the Patriots' attention to
even though
detail.
they're doing the same thing the Giants are doing with the great O-line against Tom Brady. That's a terrible football.
I understand that,
That's
but at the same time, you got to look at the Patriots. The Patriots put up like 33. They put up 33 on Philly 2 years ago when they were in the Super Bowl. So obviously, their defense.
What happened? Brandon Graham got what? What did Brandon Graham do?
Okay, but they still scored 33. They still scored 33 points. The problem wasn't their offense.
Secondary isn't that good. Like, this secondary isn't as good as compared to their line.
Okay, so you're just making my point even better because, like I said, it's not going to be hard.
What happened with the Giants? They had, one of the best D-lines. What happened? What happened? But they got the Brady, right?
But the Patriots couldn't score. That was the problem. But they didn't have a problem with scoring against the Eagles.
Right, let's not forget. Hold on. Let's not forget Amari Cooper tore Jalen Mills' ACL.
Oh my!
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to see.
Here we go. Just go ahead. Just go. So your MVP is Aaron Donald, a D tackle. A D tackle. Okay. All right. Okay. That's cool. That's tough. All right. So my MVP, man, I haven't really given this much thought. Who could be the MVP in the NFL? It's definitely not going to be a running back or a wide receiver. I don't think it's going to be – it has to be a quarterback. It has to be. So I would say the MVP is going to be – whoo, man. I got to give it to – I got to give it to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes going to win back-to-back.
That's not much of a wild take. Either him or Drew Brees.
Patrick Mahomes going to win it back-to-back. I got Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes, he has all the weapons at his disposal, and I just believe he's just going to be that guy.
Pick up another running back?
No.
I don't know. But all I know is he still got Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and good O-line. So I like
Baker.
Can he make the playoffs?
Look, if he was 10-6,
I like Baker.
That's not MVP.
That's actually a disappointment. That's actually
10-6.
Actually,
let's say he gets 5,000 yards. 10-6, 5,000 yards. Let's say he passes for like at least let's say 40 TDs.
35.
Let's say 40 TDs.
That's not 10-6. That's probably 12-4.
Look,
13-3. There's no way that's 10-6. If he's passing that many touchdowns,
let's say he goes 12-4.
Okay.
He's not MVP there.
Well, yeah, we need the stats.
What's the stats?
I said 5,000, right? 5,000, 40 TDs.
Yeah, he's the MVP.
Of course he's.
But that's not realistic.
I mean,
but I don't
have a similar stat line, which I wouldn't be too surprised if he does.
If Mahomes, I would say I would give it to Baker because of the story. Because of the story, I would give it to Baker.
Patrick Mahomes. Look at the weapons on the Browns and look at the weapons on the Chiefs.
But I just look at what Baker had to overcome over
when you look
Browns
at the schedule,
being almost 16 and
they don't have a hard. Their schedule's not as hard, to be honest. When you look at it.
That's true. But I just think, in terms of where they came from and what teams, what coaches, like the coach, like look at the Browns head coach, like Freddie Kitchens, like he's never been an assistant head coach before. Like he was I don't even know what he was. Was he a running back coach? Like what was he? I don't even know what he was. So first year head coach, and you do that. Browns were a laughing stock franchise for so many years, and you do that. I would just have to give it to Baker off of that. So I would give him an MVP. Now, what would be your MVP? Oh yeah, you said Baker Mayfield. So, all right. So who would be the rookie of the year though? Brian, who would be the rookie of the year?
I'm gonna have to go with either Kyler Murray or Quinnen Williams. Maybe
Quinnen Williams.
I'm not sure. It's between them three.
I think there's an offensive.
Oh yeah, there's an offense. So yeah, Kyler Murray, Quinnen Williams, or Quinnen Williams, or
and
whichever one.
All right, so Brandon, who you have for the offensive defensive rookie?
Defensive, we got Nick Bosa. Offensive, I think offensive is gonna be tough because I think Kyler Murray is gonna struggle, and it's not going to be his fault. It's going to be more so coaching, more so on the coaching and just the players who's around him. Because Arizona Cardinals really don't have much people. Like Mosley, Mosley was terrible because of coaching and because of coaching and just the players who was available to him. So I feel like Kyler struggled then. Who I forgot who was in this draft class, man. Slips on mine.
It was Deshaun Watson. It was Daniel Jones.
Deshaun Watson.
I said Deshaun Watson. Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins. What I meant to say, Dwayne Haskins and Daniel Jones was in his draft class.
And there's really no other.
That's QBs. That's QBs. Oh my gosh!
I don't think it'll be Kyler Murray. I think it'll be a surprise player, a player who comes out of nowhere and dominates.
Who's really has that potential? I'm not really too
big on this draft class.
I say Josh Jacobs. He could potentially be that guy. Josh Jacobs, he's a good.
What draft class is gonna be nice? It's the one with Trevor Lawrence and Tua. Tell you.
Well, Trevor Lawrence, he's going to be 2021, and Tua is going to be 2020.
Trevor Lawrence, he can go after this year, so you don't know.
Nah. He's
unless he stays for years.
He's a sophomore this year. He's a sophomore this year. So this year is going to be Tua, and the next year is going to be Trevor Lawrence. And
all I care about is when Trevor Lawrence gets to the league. Trevor Lawrence, he's nice. Trevor Lawrence is nice, man.
He is nice, but I still need.
There was a reason why he was the best recruiter in his class. Why he was the number one QB.
Exactly. I mean, it's obvious, but this is not college football, so let's get back to the NFL. And for me personally, I haven't really given much thought about this, but I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray as a safe bet because I just think. I don't know. Cliff Kingsbury, even though I have a lot of question marks with him, I just think Kyler Murray, man, he's so dynamic, man. Just so dynamic. And I just think he'll win it off of that. And for defense, this is very interesting. Matter of fact, I need to search up
Quinnen Williams, Josh Allen, Nick Bosa, Darnell Savage.
Nick Bosa. The dude from the Raiders, but I don't think he's going to be good.
You got Devin Bush.
Draft.
So you said you want the guy from the Raiders to win, but you don't think he'll be good.
What? No, I mean, no. I don't think Cleveland Farrell is going to be the rookie of the year. Oh, Devin White. I forgot about that. I got Ed Oliver. Okay. I got Ed Oliver.
I seen this tweet. It said
Ed Oliver.
He pushed the offensive lineman into Josh Allen during training camp. I was like, dang.
Yeah, I got Ed Oliver. Because I think it's going to be either. I think Ed Oliver is going to be the best defensive player from the draft.
Quinnen Williams might go crazy.
Devin Bush is nasty too.
What team
Devin Bush
drafted
is
him?
really nasty.
Yep.
The Steelers. He's gonna be nasty. Devin White, be nice Devin too. White, my God. Oh my God. But yeah, I have Kyler Murray and have Ed Oliver because I just think Ed Oliver is going to be a monster. So, yeah, those are my rookie of the years. Unless Dwayne Haskins starts week 1 and just does a RG3 and just goes crazy, which I don't think is going to happen. So, yeah,
who's he fighting
those
for
are
to
my
start a job with?
Case Keenum, but Case Keenum, he is but Case Keenum, he is, he's very experienced. He's been a starter before and stuff like that. So I don't want Dwayne Haskins to start.
I think he'll start after like 5 games.
I don't want Dwayne Haskins to I don't want him to be in the start. I don't want him to play this year because I just think the pieces around him aren't good enough. I really want us to lose games so we could get the receiver from Alabama, Jerry Jeudy. That dude is that dude's a monster. He's
first
nasty.
pick with the receiver.
Yeah,
absolutely, bro.
I should have got that kid from Ole Miss. That Brown. AJ Brown.
Think about it. If I was think about it. Think about this. You add Jared Jeudy to the Redskins, right? You have him, Geis, and then you have Jordan Reed. You have a decent old line, and I don't know if what's his name? I don't know if AP will still be on the team or Doxson. He's gonna be gone. He's on the bubble right now. Then you have Trey Quinn, who's pretty good. Then you have Terry McCullough from
How was that, man? What did Dotson
He's not
do?
good. He's not good. He's trash.
Only like one play I can actually say, "Oh man, that was a good catch." Like, nobody.
He's trash.
He's on the bubble. He should be kicked out. He should be gone.
Well, look, he's probably gonna be done.
He should be.
I forgot.
Now, what? There's nothing that Dotson ever done in my. I think there was like one game where I was like, "Oh my gosh, that was a good catch."
I forgot another sleeper pick. There's 2 sleeper picks, actually. 49ers, this is for Rookie of the Year. 49ers, Deebo Samuel, and the Browns, Greedy Williams. Those are my 2 sleepers for the Rookie of the Year. So, yeah, those are, just want to let y'all know there. Because those guys won the second round. But yeah, man. Now, let me think. What else could we talk about? Because we got talking about Rookie of the Year. Oh, Defensive Player of the Year. Who's going to win Defensive Player of the Year?
Can you win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year?
I believe Lawrence Taylor did that, but that was a long time ago.
Hey, fellas, I got to go real quick, all right?
All right, I'm going to change my MVP pick then. I'm going...
All right,
I'm going to go Drew Brees. Yeah. And
Drew Brees?
Defensive player, Aaron Donald. It's no contest.
Aaron Donald. All right, so I'm going to go with my Defensive Player of the Year. Ooh, man. See, I'm on the spot with all these.
Only person I could possibly change it to is, this may sound crazy, but Derwin James.
Derwin James?
Derwin James is one of the most versatile safeties in the game. He covers like a corner.
He's nice.
He hits like a daggone, like a safety. Like he can do anything on the field.
He's nice, but if Earl Thomas couldn't get Defensive Player of the Year, I don't see Derwin James getting Defensive Player of the Year. I think it's going to be a pass rusher or a linebacker. I would say Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack will have I think he'll be Defensive Player of the Year. I just think Khalil Mack. He's just going to win enough games, and he's going to be dominant. You got Roquan Smith, Leonard Floyd, Kyle. You just got
Eddie Jackson.
All these pieces around him. Eddie Jackson. Like, come on, man. Like, you got all these pieces
stupid for
around
losing
him.
Amos, though. They should have kept him. Adrian Amos. He plays for Green Bay now. Strong safety.
What? I ain't never heard of him. Good. I ain't never heard of him. Nah. I ain't never heard of him. But, yeah, man, I'm just saying, Khalil Mack has all the tools needed to being Defensive Player of the Year. He has the roster. He has the winning formula. He's just made
Aaron
for him to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Aaron Donald.
Oh,
Like,
Aaron Donald is
dude is
nasty, but I
unstoppable.
just think that his team
They
around him
they
is going to make
they lost
it's going
Sue,
to make it
right?
harder
Sue
for him to
plays
win.
for the Buccaneers or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, they lost Sue. They did lose
I still
Sue,
think they'll be all right.
but they'll be good. It's just I just think Aaron Donald is going to be hard for him to really accumulate the stats needed in order to be considered for Defensive Player of the Year because they're just going to double him
Yeah, I
all the
don't think
time
that's going to
because
help.
you don't have the person.
Like,
I don't think he's going to have the personnel in order for him to be able to do it. I think Khalil Mack does have the personnel because you have all these great players beside him on the defensive end. So, and then they play in the cold. So when people visit Chicago, it's going to be even easier for him to get sacks because it's so cold and guys don't want to get hit and
yeah,
stuff like that. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's not a bad
I
pick.
think Khalil Mack.
I could see it. I could see it.
Khalil Mack got that. He got that, man. And, he's 99 on Madden for a reason. There's a reason he's 99. Let's not get it twisted. So, who is going to be who is a guy that's going to surprise some people this year?
I think
Who is that dude that's going to just maybe he was good, but then he fell off and now he's back, back to being on top again. Or maybe it's a guy he was just, maybe he, was a young player developing and people forgot about him and now he's on top and he's just producing at a high level. Like, who's that guy that's going to come out of nowhere and just explode?
ooh, I want to say Amari Cooper.
Amari, come on now. That's
Dude
ridiculous.
had like
Amari
800 yards in like 3-4 games.
That's ridiculous. Come on now. That's ridiculous. Like we already know he's really
Okay,
good.
so you want like someone who's like, hey, he's just so you just want
like he came out of nowhere. Like we were like, damn, he's like maybe he has potential, right? But
okay,
he hasn't reached his ceiling yet, and now he's reached his ceiling.
I want to say, nah, he plays in Miami. Ain't no way. I was going to say Josh Rosen, but I'm looking at Miami at roster. I'm like, nah. Aaron Jones.
What do you think? Aaron Jones. That's a good pick. Why Aaron
Jones? Because I think I don't think he gets enough credit as being a running. Like, he literally just got thrown into the fire, and he's been producing pretty good.
Yeah.
If not,
yeah, he's been really good.
Joe. I said Joe. If not, what's his name? I forgot.
What?
No.
What position?
Who we? Aaron Jones. If not Aaron Jones, I'd say Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has potential to lead the league in rushing.
He was pretty good last year. I'm not gonna lie. Joe Mixon for the first, 5-6 games.
Yeah, he has the potential to lead the league in rushing.
So,
or Christian McCaffrey.
Matter of fact, he had 1,100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He had 1,100 yards. So I wouldn't say and 8 touchdowns. I wouldn't say he's a guy that came out of nowhere.
He's overlooked because he plays for the freaking Bengals.
Yeah, he's overlooked. I agree with that. So, for me personally, a guy that I would say, a guy that I really feel confident about, that a lot of people don't feel confident about, that might explode.
I was going to say Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, or Josh Rosen. But yeah, that's why I said he plays for Miami.
Fitzpatrick. I heard he's going to probably get the job.
That's yikes.
So, yeah, he's trash. Yeah,
I think.
But
I
like Josh Allen, man. I think
he's
Josh
not
Allen
as trash as I thought he was.
Because number one, he doesn't really have a whole lot of expectations because there's not a lot of media coverage in Buffalo. So he pretty much, is. Oh, he's safe for right now.
They're not really.
People aren't really.
Like that.
Yeah, like how Nathan Peterman, people be on him because he's so trapped. Like they're not really on that guy. So I think he's very comfortable. He's not the expectations of being a high pick is not going to wane on him. So I feel like he'll just produce very well at a high level because he doesn't have the media attention. He doesn't have people in his ear always criticizing him about his game and everything. So he could just be comfortable with being who he is and stuff. And not,
I could say this may be kind of, but maybe Derek Carr. Maybe.
I mean, that's not
people.
hard.
Yeah,
that's not a bad
people
prediction.
was like on him these past 2 years.
I don't see it, but I don't see him making that jump. But
and he has AB, so
that's definitely a player. Yeah, he does,
Yep.
and he has Josh Jacobs, and he has that dude, the wide receiver from Los Angeles, the Chargers. You have him, so I could see Derek Carr. Derek Carr, I forgot his name. His last name is I think his last name
Mike
is Williams. I forgot his name, but he's. Nah, it's not Mike Williams. It's the other Williams.
Is it Tyrell?
He was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Tyrell Williams. Yeah, he's pretty good. So he got him. So yeah, I like Derek Carr.
He could return to his.
My pick has to be
3 year ago. Was that 3 years ago, dude? Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
It's like It was like 2015. 2015. So yeah, I mean it's possible, but I don't see it because it's the Raiders.
John Gruden's just
and it's John Gruden.
Then he talked about likes what he sees from Nathan Peterman. Like, what is going on here?
Exactly. Because in the past, I think before he became a head coach, he was very high on Nathan Peterman. He said he can produce in the NFL. He could be a starting caliber, quarterback in the NFL. So that's why he's on him and stuff like that. But just to recap what we just talked about, all right, so what we discussed for the division winners, I have the Eagles, you have the Cowboys, I have the Steelers, you have the Steelers. Of course, everybody has the Patriots. Everybody has the Chiefs. Everybody has the Saints. And everybody has the Rams. Everybody has the Colts. Yeah, pretty much everybody besides the Eagles, everybody pretty much has the same thing for the division. You and Brandon had the Chiefs and the Saints in the Super Bowl.
Let me say this real quick. Like, if Zeke does indeed play for the full season, like starts week 1, I really think them boys going to the bowl. Yes, I think we're the most well-rounded team in the league.
Hey, I remember that tweet you said. You said the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. So I remember you said that. Yeah, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Right. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gonna take that back? You gonna take that L?
But if Zeke does play, I think we're going to the bowl. There's literally no excuse not to. I think Kellen Moore could open up that playbook a lot.
Oh, really? I'm gonna remember this. We're gonna remember this moment, man. I'm gonna remember this for sure.
Yep.
Save the footage.
Oh yeah, take all slander around February.
All right, so you pretty much have the Cowboys and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Oh, I can't wait. For this. So Brandon has the Chiefs and the Saints. You have the Cowboys and the Chiefs. And I have the Eagles and the Patriots. And yeah, it's oh man, I just can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, that's gonna do it with the podcast today. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. All right. And this is the hot